Hi, sorry. I think I need more water. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I probably haven't posted the ones I did make. It is, Sunday, so I'm calling this the beginning of the week. For my school, week 11 is exams for labs. We're not supposed to have class, but we always do. So I'll just tell you. So my kids are out of school. One has kind of had issues and hasn't been in school. The other one has been in school, graduated the 8th grade, and I missed my clinic shift to go. Somebody was like, oh, I'll just video record it. I don't know. It's not the same. And then now it's people I would never see again. I mean, it's hard to have to make up 4 hours of a shift. But, I'm about to watch TV, maybe, in like 4 minutes. I went and saw, I don't know, I was crazy. I was trying to do yard work, cut the grass, and you see my skeleton in the back there. He needs me to practice evaluating his lower extremity, because I have to test all that tomorrow. Anyways, I'm jumping all around, because I know I only have a couple minutes. I did yard work yesterday, so I don't get evicted. I found, for the first time, I was growing kale, and I got bugs in it. And I know I got it from a garden nursery. I also got a bunch of flower pots from somebody. They didn't turn the water on. I was lazy. They said if they turn the water on and there's a problem, they'll pay for it. But if I turn the water on, which they were supposed to turn on a month ago, if I turn the water on and there's a problem, I have to pay for it. So plumbing issues are really expensive, and the maintenance people like tore everything apart and put it back together, and I don't want to be responsible. If they did it, it hasn't been on since they left, and I don't want to be responsible in case they did the plumbing wrong, because they really, it looks bad. I'm not a plumber, so I can't, I don't even know if it was a plumber who did it. I can't, like, I don't know. Stuff was against code, and they ended up redoing stuff, but they threw it together. I've never seen a construction job so raggedy. I'm talking about raggedy. You see my bookshelf. It looks raggedy. I don't know. I must have took all the books off the shelf. They're sitting by the bed because I read in the middle of the night. I don't know, like sleep reading. Like, oh, you're a student. I sleep read. I just want to say right now that Monday I have class. 2 classes. One's a test. And then I have an appointment. Someone is coming over to help my son. I'm not prepared to have someone come to the house because I'm overwhelmed and tired. Tuesday I was like, oh, I have nothing on Tuesday, but I have preceptor observation hours, 4.5 hours. So I have to get dressed for that and figure out if I'm going to pay. I don't want to pay any more money. I paid a lot of money to park in the parking garage. I could ride the bus if I wanted. But sometimes you just want to drive so you could get home and take care of your kids and, like, I don't know. Sometimes I ride the bus in the mornings if there's an event where I don't really want to park, or I don't think I can park. But Wednesday, we're not supposed to have class, but we have class. I don't know why. This guy actually got to class on time, so did a paper due really early in the morning, and they're like, it's due in the beginning of the class, and I didn't want to be that type of person that was like, oh, it's 7 or whatever time in the morning, or whatever, you're late, you're 5 minutes late, we're not going to accept your paper. I was really paranoid. I was like running up the stairs, but I forgot. I had been there early before. I know I should be early. I'd been there early before, and the guy's already talking. It was like, you start talking like 30 minutes before class starts, and just whoever's there, he just starts, when the building opens. So he was already giving announcements about class on Wednesday, and none of us heard it. So we don't know if it's required or not, and it's not allowed to have classes on week 11, but some of us are going anyway. And you never know when they have these extra classes. I'm so stressed right now because I need time, A, to take care of my family, B, I gotta get myself organized and study. I don't want to be rushing downtown all the time and rushing back and being stuck in traffic for an hour on a 6-minute drive. It's like, But at the same time, who knows, these people make up their own rules. They could take attendance or give some quiz that you never knew you were supposed to have. Or the other thing I found when I do go to these extra classes is, oh, by the way, I have the exam here, and I'm going to tell you what's on it as I look at it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to miss stuff like that. That would save you hours of studying. And I'm not saying they're doing it because their class is hard, and you still have to study for. I'm planning on, let's see, I have a week and a half. Can I study 80 hours in a week and a half? I need to study 80 hours for cardiology. I'm not kidding. And pray for me that I pass my test. My movie is on. I gotta turn the TV on. I can't do it now because I'll have, like, soundtrack that's not mine. Thursday, I'm not supposed to have class. I really think we're not supposed to have class on Thursday. And Wednesday, I work. I don't want to work. But I will. I only use, like, not all of my my work study money. I just use every penny that I can, so I'll just, like, hang out there. Sometimes it's hard to say, do I really... Our old boss was like, oh, anything goes, week 11 and 12. You don't have to show up. But then the boss's boss was like, dude, you guys got to show up. We can't just, like, have an empty desk and nobody to direct our customers or clients or whatever. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to watch my movie and I can make another video. Thursday, we're not supposed to have class. I have to double check. Actually, we're supposed to have class because we have a makeup class. Thursday, we have class. In the morning. And then I have clinic right afterwards. Like if she lets you out on time, I have clinic 10 minutes. So it's like, usually take my clipboard and stuff with me. And my lunch and stuff with me. So I can go straight over to the clinic and not be late. Friday, I have class. But she said it's optional. But... you know how that is. I might just go, maybe organize my notes. I don't know. She said she was going to talk about pediatric cases, which had nothing to do with the test. But you never know. And then clinic after that. And then I'll have 2 exams on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, and 1 on Friday, if I counted right. So I'm scared. Normally I have like a lot of midterms and quizzes. This term we had like 1 class with quizzes. And we had, like, a nutrition midterm, but she's making it cumulative anyways, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And this lady's like, oh, it's going to be so easy. And you're, like, crying when you're taking the test. It's like, why do some people think they, like, they sound so chill and, like, oh, this is so fun and so easy, and I got this information from these easy sources. But why do their tests, I think her tests are more like the type of people who do, like, who have photographic memories, and they just take a piece out of the notes. And if you memorize that slide, you're going to get it right. But it's not like critical thinking, like, if you mix this and this, like chemistry class, if you mix this and this, you will end up with an explosion, or whatever. These are one of those things like, pull something random out of a recipe book. It's like 0.25 cups of this plus 2 milliliters of this equals what? And you're like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm going to watch my movie and I'm going to study. I have all my videos for my chiropractic class on my phone. I'm really enjoying my technology, although I have a broken brand new computer that my dad's mad that I'm not taking it back to the store, but it's, I don't know. When you have tests and papers due and kids who are acting weird, you're just like, dude, a computer is not my priority right now, especially when I have to wake up at like 5 the next day. Yeah, I don't want to miss the warranty and all this, but I'm concerned about, I'm just concerned about my time management, besides the fact I've been going grocery shopping. If any of you have teenagers, oh my gosh. Especially if you don't make, like, steak and potato meals, because they won't eat that. If you don't make, like, some filler food, the kids are, like, snackers, and then you get a lot of food and vegetables and stuff, or stuff that needs to be made, like, prepared from scratch almost, but they want to eat the easy to make stuff, and I want to study and be at school, so it's like I keep having to go back and get the other stuff, and I'm like, wouldn't it save more time just to make something from scratch for an hour instead of going to the store for 45 minutes, but 45 minutes, for me, that gives me 15 extra minutes to study, so I'll come back to this. Pray for me, my classes. I'm just trying to keep you guys. Sorry about my messy shelf and my messy whatever. I am not I am overwhelmed, and I have Saturday, Sunday off after week 12 for, that's like my summer break. Oh, Saturday plus Sunday, that's it. That's my break, and then I'm back Monday morning or whatever. I don't even know what time. And if I take a couple classes that are not for credit that I need to take, those would be on Sundays and Saturdays and Tuesdays and who knows what. And I have the classes, old versions of them, on video cassette. I'm old school. You know what I mean? Video. I may watch them. But I almost feel like paying a couple $250 and just taking the class and making myself sit there, get fresh notes, get any new things. But I don't really have a couple $100. So anyways, I'm praying about it, because what's better is I take it and learn than to procrastinate and not study the way I should. So bye, I gotta watch my movie.